You are now entering Armbar Audio.
Hello, and welcome back to Armbar Audio. I'm your host, Tim Farley, and not next to me is my trusted companion,
John Kearns. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I was feeling a little ill this week, so we had to do an audio version only, do a call-in type thing. Today on the docket, we got WWE Worlds Collide, Cruiserweights Collide, and New Japan Sengoku Lord 2019. We'll start things off with WWE Worlds Collide. The first match was the Brian Kendrick versus Tyler Bate. Before they get in the ring, a pic is shown of 2013 with Brian Kendrick meeting Tyler Bate for the first time, which was when Bate was only 16 years old. The match began with nice chain wrestling until Bate starts with strikes. Kendrick goes to the outside, back in, and eye pokes Bate. Bate eye pokes him, then punches him down. Bate goes for another poke, but Brian blocks, and Bate uses one finger to poke Kendrick. Kendrick takes over after some outside-the-ring shenanigans and starts a USA chant. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Bate. Snap suplex by Kendrick for two. I loved how Kendrick asked a fan, "Why didn't you tell me he's a big, strong boy?"
Yeah.
Neck breaker to Bate for two. Tyler with a Rana, then a running uppercut, exploder, then standing shooting star press, all by Tyler Bate for only a 2 count. Bate tries the Tyler Driver 97, but Kendrick turns it into a pin. Bate turns it into a backslide pin. Kendrick powers out and goes for a sliced bread number 2, but Bate pushes off and hits the Bing Bop. Kendrick locks in Captain's Hook, but Bate powers out and spins Kendrick around on his shoulders, and both men fall outside due to dizziness. Both back in at 9. Kick from Kendrick, rolling boot by Bate, big clothesline, then Tyler Driver for the win in a smartly wrestled opening match. What did you think about this match there, John?
I thought this was fantastic. Brian Kendrick is always a pleasure to watch, as is Tyler Bate. What I said was Brian Kendrick was wrestling like he was on an indie show, which I really loved. He was having fun with it. He was doing a lot of crowd interaction, which when you're in a big arena setting like they normally are, you don't really have the opportunity to do that.
Right.
But having it at Wrestlemania Axxess, it's a much smaller crowd, and it seemed like most of the guys on the 2 Worlds Collide specials that we got out of WrestleMania Axxess, it seems like there was a lot more fun being had.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. This was fun for the people and for the wrestlers themselves.
Definitely.
Match 2 was Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews versus Mike Kanellis and Arya Daivari. At first, there's a lot of Mike Kanellis chants. Arya tags in Mike. Mike looks for more chants and tags out. Then tags back in. Then tags out. This was to play with the opposite team's mind. But it was really frustrating to watch. At least for me. Webster brings some fun offense to Kanellis, a big Rana, and a fun reversal drop toe hold. Big lariat from Kanellis to Webster. Daivari in and puts the boots to Webster. Webster hits a twisting senton on Daivari and makes the tag to Andrews, who double stomps Daivari after a roll-up, then a standing moonsault for 2. Assisted splash for 2 by Andrews. Double tope con hero from the faces. Daivari shoves Andrews into Webster, who's up on the top turnbuckle. Webster gets hit by a nice spinebuster by Kanellis for 2. A stun dog millionaire, then a senton to the back, give the UK team the win. This match was high-octane offense from Webster and Andrews against smart and powerful offense by the guys from 205 Live. John, what were your thoughts on this match?
Right off the bat, love Morgan and Mark Andrews as a tag team. We've seen it a couple times on NXT UK, and I'd like it to continue to be a thing, up to the point where they have a tag team name and compete for the tag team titles.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
As for the other team, they worked well together also. But being that they're on 205 Live, there's not really any reason for anybody to be in a well set tag team.
Correct.
The Mike Kanellis chants were really cool because I think that ever since his comeback, he's been on fire.
I agree.
And as far as the tag team match goes, this was absolutely fine, I'll say.
Yeah, I'd go with that too. It was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Match 3 had the debuting NXT star ACH, Albert Hardy Jr., formerly known on the Indies as ACH, versus Grand Metalik versus El Ligero of NXT UK. Hardy puts on an imaginary mask as he realizes he's the only one without a mask. Ligero with a Rana and dropkick to Hardy, but Metalik catches him in an enziguri and a missile dropkick after walking the ropes. Hardy locks in an abdominal stretch on Metalik, then rolls him up for 2. Hardy with some nasty chops to Ligero. Hardy with a splash to the outside onto Metalik. Super kick from Metalik breaks up an abdominal stretch from Hardy to Ligero. Back handspring double elbow from Metalik. Reverse sling blade from Metalik to the other competitors. A tope suicida from Metalik to Hardy. Metalik with a huge tope top rope splash for 2 as Ligero kicks out. A Metalik driver to Hardy, but Ligero breaks it up. Springboard stunner from Ligero to Metalik. Tope con hero from Ligero to Metalik. Deadlift German from Hardy to Ligero for 2. A flash kick from Hardy sends Metalik off the top to the outside. DT to Hardy gives Ligero the win. This was a fun and fast-paced match with Albert Hardy Jr. showing off his charisma throughout. John, your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I was just going to say that. This is now Albert Hardy Jr., ACH. He's been showing up at NXT house shows. So the live crowds have already gotten a look at who I consider one of the most charismatic indie competitors that there ever has been. Now, this being his first showing on the network, I really like. And I can't wait to see him on regular NXT TV. El Ligero getting a win here is awesome because I've always been a Ligero fan. And Grand Metalik did not look too shabby either. I think this was, I'd give it at least 4 stars as a triple threat match.
I would have to agree with all those points.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting to debut Albert Hardy Jr. the way they did.
Yeah.
But it's nice to get a feel for something beforehand, kind of like how they did with Tommy End at the first ever UK special. As, he became Aleister Black on NXT, but it kind of led to, where's he going? What's he going to be doing? What's his name? Blah, blah, blah. So,
and man, that crowd, when he showed up to oppose Neville at the time, that crowd was on fire.
Right.
And crowd was on fire for ACH/Albert Hardy Jr. also.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to end up calling him, because if they keep Albert Hardy Jr., they're going to have to figure out, like, just like a singular name to call him.
Yeah.
And whenever I was writing my notes, I wrote Hardy, but there's the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
So it's I wonder what they're going to call him going forward, because we have not seen his NXT debut yet.
True.
So either way, getting into the main event, Akira Tozawa versus Jordan Devlin. This match was pure awesomeness.
Yeah.
Incredible offense by both men. Tozawa hit a suicide dive, a Rana, a Shining Wizard, and a German off the top rope, or off of one of the ropes. Devlin hit an Uranagi, two gnarly backbreakers, and both men traded vicious strikes. The end came when both men were up top, and Tozawa fought off Devlin and front suplexed him off, setting up for the senton. Tozawa went for the senton, but Devlin got his knees up and followed with a snap Saito suplex for the win. John, your thoughts on the match?
It was fantastic. It was probably throughout these two worldwide specials that we got out of the WrestleMania Axxess event, this was the best match on both worldwide specials combined.
I don't know. I like the Dominic Dijakovic versus Luke Harper match. I'd put them both together.
Yeah. But Jordan Devlin, the crowd is just, they're not behind him at all.
Well, they're behind him as a heel. He's a heel, and he's a good heel.
Yeah, he is a good heel. But to me, sometimes I find myself being unable to tell if he has heel heat or go away heat. At times. But I think it has a lot to do with how much he trash talked Finn Balor when he first arrived. And I think at some point, if we don't get a solid feud between him and Balor, it's all for naught.
Well, we already seen him versus Finn Balor, and Balor beat him.
Yeah, but I want a feud.
That would be interesting, but the road to getting there would be, how do we get there? We have to fast track Devlin to the main roster.
It would take some work. I'll say that. It would take some work.
This show highlighted the Cruiserweights, but cemented the UK brand.
Very much.
As every match, the UK participant won. I would recommend this show, and I give it a solid B to a B+. How do you feel about that, John?
I think the solid B. I'd go with a solid B.
I think out of all the Worlds Collide shows, as a whole show, it was a better whole show than the others.
Yeah, that's true. I would agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, so getting into our New Japan segment,
going
Sengoku
way
Award
across
in
the pond.
Nagoya.
Way across the pond here.
Many ponds. Match 1 was Umino and Narita versus Tsuji and Uemura.
Yep, Young Lions showcase here.
This was a nice showcasing of the Young Lions. Tsuji and Uemura hit a nice double dropkick on Umino. Umura hit a nice double underhook suplex to Narita, but Narita catches Uemura with a bridging belly-to-belly suplex for the win. I thought this was a nice standout for the Young Lions, as they are very limited in what they're allowed to do. I was actually impressed.
Yeah, I think all four of these guys should be on the Young Lions to watch list. Ren Narita is fantastic, as are Tsuji and Uemura.
There's another guy named Yoshida who's also on that list for me.
Yes, definitely. And there are two Young Lions that are currently on excursion. I don't know their names, but one in Mexico and one in the UK. So there are two that will be coming back. Shota Umino, however, as most people know by now, has some big shoes to fill, and those shoes happen to be colored red. Yeah. But yeah, I think we got to see a little bit of what Shota Umino can do when we had the first encounter with Jericho in New Japan.
Right.
Whatever. So, yeah, all four of these guys and the one that you mentioned, most of the young lions that they have right now are decent in the ring.
I agree. That dojo system is nothing to mess with.
Not at all. And it's definitely one of the most interesting things about New Japan as a company.
I agree. So, match number 2 was Suzuki-gun of Minoru Suzuki, Taichi, Desperado, Konamaru, Takamichinoku versus Nagata, Kojima, Honma, Hanare, and Jujin Thunder Liger. This match was designed to build up Taichi versus Cobb at Duntaku, and to do this, Hanare got a showcase, giving Taichi trouble before Suzuki-gun turned the tables. Taichi hit the buzzsaw kick for 2, then a super kick, and tapped Hanare out with a stretch plum in what I would say an okay match. I'm not a big fan of multi-man matches, and with Suzuki-gun matches like this, you know what you're going to get. Before the bell rings, they're going to attack. Brawls are going to ensue, and you'll be lucky to get a few moves to see.
Yeah.
And luckily, we got the bulk of that was Taichi and Toa Hanare. So
we got to see a little bit of Liger versus Suzuki too, which is always good.
Yeah, it kind of built that as Suzuki and Liger wrestled on the outside for most of the time, and as it being his last,
it's like his retirement tour. Yeah,
would be a nice match to have in New Japan with him versus Suzuki, who is very over and well tenured.
It would be a good way for him to go out.
Right.
Or if they were able to bring back Muta, like they did for the New Japan Rumble at Madison Square Garden.
Keiji Muto?
No, Muta, the great Muta.
Yeah, Keiji Muto, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
I think that would be a fantastic last match. Or maybe even a triple threat with the 3 living legends of New Japan right now.
Right. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Match 3, we got the Gorillas of Destiny and Taiji Ishimori versus Toru Yano, Tony
that's your favorite
Makabe,
wrestler.
and Dragon Lee. During the brawl that ensued after the tag match at Madison Square Garden, Toru Yano stole the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team title belts. On the road to Duntaku, the Gorillas of Destiny got them back, and it looks like they're building a feud for the title here. This match was to build toward the tag title match on the 29th and the junior heavyweight title match at Duntaku. The best parts of the match were the Ishimori and Lee exchanges. This match was won by a sneaky roll-up by Yano. Yawn. I did not really get into this match. Each time I put this show on, this match kind of lost me, I guess. And
I don't know.
That's not
I
usual
like
for me
Yeah.
whenever Tama Tonga's in a ring or Dragon Lee, but I'm just it just seemed to be there.
Well, that's what most of this show was, honestly. I mean, they're not really going to pull out all the stops until Dontaku.
Yeah, especially the undercard.
Definitely. But I really like Tama Tonga's new entrance mask.
Yeah, it's like his paint.
Yeah, it's like his paint. And it should be noted that the Guerrillas of Destiny are also in possession of 2 of the 3 Never Openweight 6-man tag belts, although they are not the champions.
They're not. Who is?
They said it on the show. I can't remember who it
Taguchi
is.
Japan?
I think so. But yeah, Tama Tonga now brings with him to the ring a sack full of the belts that he has.
Which is awesome.
Very awesome. And when he gets in the ring, he dumps them all out and like poses with them. But he always makes a point to kick the Ring of Honor title out of the way.
Somebody's mowing their lawn really loud. Sorry about that, listeners.
But yeah, when he dumps all the belts out and poses with them, Tim, he always makes a point to kick the Ring of Honor belt out of the way.
What the fuck is this shit? Who the fuck
Don't
cares
nobody
about
give a fuck on the ROH. Tama Tonga's fantastic. That's the only thing you need to know about any match he's in. He's amazing. He's a treasure.
So, the next match was Chaos's Mikey Nichols versus Chase on the Case. Chase Owens.
Chase on the Case. Alright, so this one was kind of fun. Mikey Nichols, if anybody still doesn't know yet, was Nick Miller of TM61 on NXT. So, before the bell, Jado runs out and attacks Mikey Nichols with the kendo stick. Jado is thrown out, booted to the back, and however, Chase Owens immediately rolls Mikey Nichols into a 2 count. Chase takes it to the floor, whips him in the barricade, chokes him out, throws him in the barricade again. It was just like your run-of-the-mill Bullet Club barrage attack. Nichols eventually finally gets back in the ring, beating the count of 20, but Owens remains in control. Running forearm and clothesline follow for a 2 count. Nichols fires back, lays in the strikes. Owens cuts him off, dumps him to the floor. Nichols beats the count again, but Owens works in an abdominal stretch, using the ropes for leverage. Ref catches him. Now, at this point, Mikey Nichols finally gets his second wind and fires away with big strikes, like strong style big strikes. Follows up with a DDT, follows that with a couple clotheslines and a spine buster and gets a 2 count. At this point, they trade off for 2 count after 2 count, but Nichols finally hits the Death Valley Driver and gets the 2 count. The Mikey Bomb is countered, and Owens follows with strikes and a huge rebound lariat. The knee strike follows. Nichols fights off the Pex Power Driver, but Owens hits the final cut for 2. Super kick by Chase Owens, and then runs into the Mickey Bomb, and that's that. Mikey Nichols gets the win over Chase Owens.
Yeah, I thought this was a good mid-card match, and Mikey needed the win more than Chase. Chase is more established in New Japan than Mikey, so good on them. Match 5 was Hikuleo and Jay White versus Ryusuke Taguchi and Hiroki Goto. This was an exciting match with a lot of shine on Hikuleo. I want to see more Hikuleo and Goto together as their final moments were really entertaining, but it seems they're building for a Jay White Hiroki Goto feud, possibly a G1 match. Goto won the match with an Ushigoroshi and a GTR to Hikuleo. What did you think about this match, John?
So, this for me was, like you said about the Suzuki-gun match, this match was just there. There was nothing really special to get from it, rather than seeing Hikuleo in a match, which I always like. And everybody online is saying Hikuleo is the one that you really got to watch, because that kid is going to be somebody, for sure.
Oh yeah, he looks like a basketball player. I mean, with his height and his build, and he unlike Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, he is not an adoptive son, but he is blood.
Yeah, he's Haku's blood son. Yeah.
I really liked Goto in this match.
Definitely.
I don't understand what they're doing with Jay White. I guess having him badmouth Goto and everything is gonna play some part in the G1.
Most likely.
He lost the title on his first defense in Madison Square Garden, and now he is about to feud with Hiroki Goto, which just...
It's like, why?
It's a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. He should be going for the Intercontinental belt or the U.S. belt, or getting a rematch for the heavyweight belt. You know, it's like...
He should be going after Okada.
He should be. But Goto is part of Chaos, so maybe he's just gonna, like, systematically destroy Chaos again.
Right. The sixth match was Los Ingobernables de Japón.
This was good.
Which is Chaos of Okada, Yoshihashi, Sho, Yo, and Tomohiro Ishii. This was a great match highlighted by Shingo and Sho, and Evil and Ishii. Ishii and Evil went at each other like two gladiators, just pummeling and shoulder blocking each other until Evil finally gave way. Sho said he wants the BOS, the Best of Super Junior final, to be himself and Shingo has taken exception to that. Both of those men put on some great exchanges, Sho getting the better of Shingo with a spear. Sonata and Okada had some good ring time, getting the fans ready for their match on May 4th. The end came when Naito hit the Destino on Yoshihashi. John, what were your thoughts?
So, I am paying attention whenever Chaos or LIJ are in the ring. These are two teams that I am fully invested in, and invested into every member of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As everybody knows, I am a huge Roppongi 3K fan, so seeing them get some good work in here was awesome. And the Haas fight between Ishii and Evil is the stuff of legends.
It was crazy.
You know what I mean? And freaking Sonata is amazing. Sonata should be in contention for a match with Okada.
Well, he is.
Is he?
Dentaku is 2 days, and on the second day, Okada and Sonata are main eventing.
For the title?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's about fucking time.
Yeah, it's because of the New Japan Cup final.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean...
Ishii versus Evil is co-main eventing that show. Day 2.
I would not hate seeing Sonata walk away with that title.
Oh, boy. I don't know if they're going to take it off Okada right away.
I don't either, but
They just did it it to Jay White and Tanahashi, so anything's possible.
Yeah. So now we got...
A lot of people think that Okada won that match at Madison Square Garden just because it was at the Garden. So...
Well, if so, that's fine by me, because it was a moment.
Right, exactly. And Okada's their biggest star.
Yeah, I mean, since the Elite guys left, for sure, him, Tanahashi, and Jay White.
Right.
Yeah.
So, our co-main event was the U.S. title match. Juice Robinson putting his title on the line against the Rogue General, Bad Luck Fale.
The whole story
behind
with...
this is Juice wants to body slam Fale, but Fale has vowed to break Juice's back. Juice comes out to a hero's welcome, but is immediately attacked. Fale slams Juice into the ring post twice, body slams him on the chairs, and stomps on Juice's back. Fale gets Juice in a bear hug, but Juice starts back elbowing and ear slaps Fale to get out. He tries a body slam, but is Irish whipped for his trouble. Fale mauls Juice in the corner, an enormous back body drop followed by an elbow to the back for 2 on Juice. Fale misses a splash in the corner, and Juice hits with multiple short arm clotheslines, then a running lariat, and then finally a cannonball. Juice gets caught coming off the top, but gets free and chop blocks Fale. He goes for a slam, but Fale is too heavy and falls on top of Juice Robinson for 2. Fale with a big splash for 2. Juice starts mounting a comeback, but Fale hits him with a spear, then the grenade for 2. Fale looks for Bad Luck Fall, but Juice escapes and hits the left hand of God. He heads up top, and the high cross connects. Left hand of God again, and Juice slams Fale. Pulp friction connects, and Fale is done. This match was well played out and thought of, where every part mattered to the story. Juice should keep this title for a while, with more matches as good as this.
I full-heartedly disagree with the sentiment that the match went too long.
Oh, I didn't say that, yeah.
No, I know, but I'm seeing on Twitter and stuff, this match was perfect. Juice Robinson getting his Hogan-Andre moment was fantastic.
I agree. And Romero said during the match that the U.S. belt, in his eyes, is synonymous with Juice Robinson.
Yes.
Because of the night in San Francisco when he won it off of Jay White.
Right.
And I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
Yeah, definitely. Rocky Romero is such a good commentator.
I agree.
Now, we talked about Jay and Tana and Okada being the main stars of New Japan. You gotta throw Juice Robinson in for one reason. The children in Japan are obsessed with Juice Robinson. Yeah. And when he makes his entrance and he's hugging kids and high-fiving adults even, there's something to be said for that connection. And
some people online don't think he's over as a babyface because
just watch him walk to the ring.
New Japan shop doesn't have his merch, but Pro Wrestling Tees, if you go to New Japan, there's a bunch of Juice Robinson merchandise.
Yeah, if you don't think he's over as a babyface, watch him walk to the ring.
Exactly.
And watch him exit the arena and listen to the crowd when he gets a win. Or when he hits the left hand of God. Like, it...
Yeah, him going to New Japan was such a great move.
And such a surprisingly good move.
Right.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, man. Juice, he keeps going the way he's going. He could be the next person that we call Japanese John Cena.
Possibly.
Yeah. Because kids love
main
it.
event time, the IC title match, Kota Ibushi putting his title on the line against the British heavyweight champion Zack Sabre Jr. This was a great match. Kota is a true babyface, selling well and firing up like a champ.
Yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. wanted the IC title from Kota because Kota wanted it because he views Tanahashi and Nakamura, who had previously held the title, as gods. Zack Sabre Jr. believes in no god and wants the rule of Sabrism to remove strong style. Throughout the match, Sabre, being a smart submission wrestler, focused on Kota's neck, which had been targeted before in Madison Square Garden by Naito. There were many strikes from Kota and many submissions and reversals from Zack. The end came when Kota escaped an octopus hold into a go-to-sleep and finished Sabre off with the Kamagoye. Afterwards, Naito came out to challenge for the IC title, and Kota told him tranquilo and accepted.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on this match, John?
So the whole story here was Zack Sabre, ZSJ's plan was to win the IC title and immediately throw it in the trash, where he says he already threw Tanahashi.
Which is one of Kota's gods.
Yeah.
Right.
He said, it's going in the bin with Tana, is what he said about the IC title.
Sabre's such a blanky prick.
Yeah, he is.
Especially whenever he, slaps people and, does those, dick-like kicks to people when they're on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's such an amazing heel.
He really is. The kicks that Ibushi was laying into Zack Sabre's, the back of his thighs, those kicks were brutal.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, Kenny Omega hasn't been in a ring for a while with all this AEW business.
Right.
But, so I would say right now, and I know a lot of people will get mad or maybe agree with me. I don't even know if you would agree with me. But I think Kota Ibushi is the best wrestler in the world at this moment.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, but, they're friends anyway, so I don't think anybody... they're more than friends, but...
Right.
But
I'm just saying, since we haven't seen Kenny in so long,
yeah.
I think Ibushi is, right now, his selling, his
I'll tell you.
in-ring acumen, his firing up, all of this, everything he does is good.
Right.
Super good. And he's super athletic, and he just officially signed to New Japan, signed on the dotted line.
Long term, yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see where they go with him from here, because I always felt like he always flirted with possibly getting a main title run.
Right.
But they might have been hesitant since he didn't want to sign. But now that he's officially signed, he's in the G1, man.
There's something to be said for the fact that Ibushi is no longer a free agent.
Right.
That is not something I thought we would ever see.
I agree. Especially with Kenny going to AEW. It's an interesting choice, but he said he has more.
Yeah, and I think
in New Japan.
I honestly think that what we're going to see is Kenny will be to AEW as Ibushi is to NJPW.
Right. I think that him staying in New Japan was a good idea because he was kind of in the shadow of Omega. And now that Omega's gone, he could take the spotlight,
Yeah. So we got. I think we got a little bit more time here. Do you want to?
Yeah. Hold on. This show surely had its ups and downs. The undercard was highlighted by the Young Lions, Taiji Ishimori and Dragon Lee. The last 3 matches were worth the watch. I'd grade this show a C+ to a B-.
Yeah. I'd go B+.
B+?
Yeah. And
see, the undercard just kind of bored me a bit, you know?
yeah, but honestly, I think that the 2 main events elevated it to that level.
Right.
You want to talk a little bit about the 2 days of Dontaku?
Eventually, I wanted to say that New Japan Pro Wrestling announced the lineup for this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament.
Right.
Road to Wrestling Dontaku show. The round robin tournament includes the tournament debuts of Bandito, Jonathan Gresham, Teton, Shingo Takagi, Robbie Eagles, and El Phantasmo. The Best of Super Juniors tournament will take place from May 13th to June 5th. With 20 names, it is the biggest lineup in the tournament history. All shows will be live on NewJapanWorld.com with English commentary. Here's the full lineup. Ryusuke Taguchi, Tiger Mask, Rocky Romero, Sho, Yo, Will Ospreay, Taiji Ishimori, El Desperado, Taka Michinoku, Yoshinobu Kanabaru, Bushi, Flip Gordon, Teton, Marty Skrull, Dragon Lee, Robbie Eagles, Jonathan Gresham, Bandito, Shingo Takagi, and they're saying X. They're not revealing yet, but it's El Phantasmo. LP.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to that very much.
When does that start?
May 13th to June 5th.
Okay. May 13th to June 5th. That'll be good. Yeah, I've said it a few times on the show before, but as far where New Japan excels completely is tournament wrestling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I hope that we see Bandito versus Dragon Lee because the triple threat match at Madison Square Garden was good for the time that they had, but I want to see that one-on-one. I can't wait to see what Jonathan Gresham brings to the table, and a lot of people are already calling Shingo the winner because he is not a cruiserweight. But I'd like to see Shingo versus Will Ospreay. Shingo versus Sho. Boy, there's a lot of good talent here.
Yeah.
Flip Gordon versus anyone, really?
Yeah, now, Best of Super Juniors, you said, is round robin, not single elimination, right?
Right.
So it's done more like the G1.
Yeah.
Alright. Very nice.
The only I believe the only
Is it the same point system?
Is the New Japan Cup.
Yeah, probably. Is it the same point system as the G1?
Like A block and B block, just like G1.
Yeah. All right, that'll be amazing.
Now, you want to give the cards for Dontaku?
Yeah, I can do that. Let's see.
I mean, is that what you were saying?
Yeah. I think we got about 10 minutes left in us.
Because I can bring it up right now. It's no big deal.
Well, no, I'm already headed there.
You're ahead of me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Schedule. Alright, so we got 2 days, May 3rd, May 4th. Both of these events are taking place at the Fukuoka Convention Center in Fukuoka, Japan. On May 3rd, we have the first match will be a 3-on-3 tag match. The Young Lions, Ren Narita and Shota Umino teaming up with Honma versus Toa Hanare and the two young lions, Tsuji and Umera. The second match is going to be pretty insane, I think. We're going to have Suzuki Gun versus Taguchi Japan. And, well, not really Taguchi Japan. It's going to be like a mixture. It's going to have Yoshihashi representing Chaos, teaming up with Taguchi Japan members Jushin Thunder Liger and Ryosuke Taguchi. And they will be teaming up with another living legend, Tiger Mask. They will be taking on Suzuki Gun, which will be represented by Taka Michinoku, El Desperado, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and the patriarch of Suzuki Gun, Minoru Suzuki. The third match will see the Gorillas of Destiny teaming up with their brother Hikuleo to battle Chaos members Togi Makabe, Toru Yano, and Will Ospreay. The fourth match, we will see Roppongi 3K, Sho and Yo teaming up with Kota Ibushi to take on Shingo Takagi, Bushi, and Tetsuya Naito. The fifth match, we'll see Mikey Nichols, Juice Robinson, and Hiroki Goto taking on Chase on the Case, Jay White, and the Rogue General, Bad Luck Fale. The sixth match, special tag match is what it's being called. We will see Evil and Sonata taking on Okada and Ishii. And the two main events for the Never Openweight Championship, it will be Tai Chi trying to get that title off of Jeff Cobb. And for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, Dragon Lee defending against the Bone Soldier, Taiji Ishimori.
Yes. And the next night, second night, let's see here.
That'll be May 4th.
Yes. We have the first match is Ren Narita and Shota Umino against Uemura and Tsuji. The second match is Taguchi, Tiger Mask, Hanare, Yoshihashi, and Jeff Cobb against Taka Michinoku, El Desperado, Kanemaru, Suzuki, and Tai Chi. Third match is Jushin Thunder Liger, Yano, and Makabe against Jado, Loa, and Tama Tonga. Fourth match is Hanma, Mikey Nichols, Juice Robinson, and Hiroki Goto against Hikuleo, Chase Owens, Fale, and Jay White. The fifth match is Will Ospreay and Dragon Lee against X and Taiji Ishimori, who we all know to be El Phantasmo, the newest member of Bullet Club. Sixth match, 30 minutes limit, is Sho, Yo, and Kota Ibushi against Shingo Takagi, Bushi, and Tetsuya Naito. Seventh match, special singles match, is Ishii versus Evil. And the main event will be for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Okada versus Sonata. Now, in between now and Duntaku is another show on Monday, April 29th, which looks pretty good. It's Wrestling
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
And that's headlined by what we thought would be a G1 like type of thing. Goto versus Jay White.
Goto and Jay White.
And the IWGP Tag Team Championship will be on the line when Yano and Makabe go against the Gorillas of Destiny.
Well, damn.
Yes. Well, damn.
That'd be good.
There's also another match on here that looks really good.
Mikey Nichols versus Bad Luck Fale looks good.
Will Ospreay, Dragon Lee versus Hikuleo and Taiji Ishimori.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
I want to see how Ospreay and Hikuleo match up there.
Juice versus Chase looks good. Why is that not for the U.S. title?
I don't know, but
Is
it
there a
should
reason?
be.
Yeah.
Maybe because he already defended it on this tour.
Possibly.
And they want to build something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that does it for our New Japan
So, yeah.
rundown.
Yeah, so that's what you're looking forward to for New Japan in the coming weeks.
Yes. Next week we will be talking about Duntaku Day 1 and 2.
Yep.
So be on the lookout for that. Wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, or night, you have a great one. And peace and love to all of you.
Peace
Bang.
out. Bang.